I'm back with another Alliance War video, again with my favorite team that I've ever been able to use. And I've been doing Alliance War videos pretty consistently lately, and I've been enjoying making them. I hope you enjoy watching them. Battlegrounds content lately has been pretty stale, so I haven't been making a lot of that because it's just not getting clicks like it used to. But I am really enjoying making this Alliance War stuff, so I hope that you guys enjoy it as much as I do. And so for this first fight we have Path 1, and I'm just viving this War Machine. I'm not entirely sure at all why he's placed here, but it's really not that hard. We just need to do our normal Viv rotation, and he dies. They also place with recoils, so that's kind of weird, but it doesn't matter because we can just do our SP1s, and then it's plenty enough to kill him. So that fight was really easy, and then the next one is basically going to be the same thing. Agent Venom here. We're not going to use suppressions because most of the time they're going to be purified, so we'll just do normal 5-hit combos ending in mediums, and the energy vulnerabilities are going to get purified, which will extend the time in the fight for a little while, but it's fine. I was reading his abilities there to see if I could get incinerated from getting hit by an SP1 somehow, because I was initially going to try to just parry it and trigger the phase, but I didn't know if I messed up that would incinerate me and it would be really bad. But I found out that it was only on the SP2 that he incinerates, which it's Agent Venom. Can you blame me for not knowing his abilities very well? But either way, we get to the SP2, we throw it. I missed the first block tap, but I get the other 4, which is pretty much how it goes for me usually. So just getting to the SP1 now, and I actually didn't end up going for the parry. I might have been trying to do it and just messing it up and going too early, but it's fine. I forgot to get a heal block before I started spamming the SP1s, which was a little bit stupid on my part, but it's really not going to matter that much. Now I'm going to go for that heal block, but I don't even have energy vulnerabilities for him to purify, so it was kind of wasted. Now I'm just kind of slow comboing, trying to save some of my solar energy to throw an SP1, but you know, I have to play a little bit slow. Maybe I should have just gone for another SP2, but it doesn't really matter. And this SP1 is going to kill him, so it's perfectly fine. Just took a little bit more time than I would have liked. And next up is Vox, which I've done with Tigra many times, so this wasn't really anything to be worried about. Tigra isn't going to prevent his corrupted buffs, but it's not really a big deal because it doesn't really matter if he has them if I don't get hit, so let's just not get hit, you know. I'm going to prevent the placebo from getting on myself with her neutralize, but it wouldn't even matter if I did get the placebo on myself because it's Vox. He has no way of taking advantage of that, so who cares. And he's not planning on throwing his SP1, and I was trying not to bait it too much because I want him to throw it when he's close to me, and if I'm trying to bait it, he's going to be further away from me. The reason I wanted to bait it when he's close to me is because I cannot get the counter with my heavy attack if he throws it a little bit further away. So I was just trying to do my best to get him to throw it close to me, but he didn't. But it's perfectly fine. It didn't really matter anyway. That was just my game plan. So next up is 24 Kindred, and I've done Kindred with Tigra many times. Well, I wouldn't say many, but like this is the 4th time, so I'm pretty confident going into this. I am still going to boost up quite a bit because, you know, it's a shared fight, so it's definitely going to be a lot harder than path fights. It's going to be worth giving a little bit of extra support to Tigra here, and I'm just going to try to not let him throw his heavy attack or charge it and kill him by just countering the SP1s. I'm probably not going to be triggering Buffet too many times, but it is something that I need to be worried about. But then again, with the neutralize, it's not really going to matter. He's not going to gain that regen very often. So we just get the nice SP1 counter. That was a little scary, but it's perfectly fine. We're going to get to our SP2 here, and holy crap, it's going to do so much damage. And then I make a mistake. That SP1 should not have been thrown. I should have held it for when I was going to get rooted. And this is detrimental for me. Because now, he throws his SP2, I'm rooted, I'm gonna take so much degen damage because he's stuck right there. And now, I'm just trying to kill him, I'm like, oh, okay, it should be fine still. He parries me. He parries me. And now I'm just staring at the victory screen like, what just happened? How did I let that happen? Look, and it is totally my fault that SP1 should never have been thrown. If I kept it, that would not have happened. I could have just broke out the root and he would have been dead. But the parry is just like, dude, really? Really? It's just so annoying, man. And we ended up losing the war on time because we had tie on deaths and we ended up taking too long, meaning that stupid mistake cost us the war, basically. And I know I can't put it all on myself because everyone probably died sometimes to a stupid mistake, but like, that just hurts really badly. And I was looking at the root text there, like, I was confused as to why it triggered when I was 5-hit comboing him, and I thought that the root triggered at 1% health originally, but it triggers at his 5%. It's just another thing I apparently didn't remember. That's just, I'm so disappointed in myself for costing us the war there, and I just feel like an absolute moron because my brain just completely forgot that I needed to hold that SP1. I just wanted him dead as quick as possible, and the root just escaped my mind. It's totally my fault. The parry is just like, okay, you're really gonna make the wound hurt even more, but it is what it is. Next I have Spot on Section 2, Path 1, and this spot is a lot easier than the other spot I took, which was on Section 1, Path 1, because the last spot had Masochism, but this spot has Buffet. And Silk is never going to trigger Buffet because she will not trigger the Dex buff. So this is so much easier than the one on Path 1 because Masochism obviously is something she's going to be triggering a lot more often. So I definitely am a lot more confident about this one than the last one. And I didn't die on the last one, but I got all the way down to 10%. And that combo it took was really stupid, but it's okay. It's perfectly fine. I'm just going to need to get my SP1 or SP2 counters, try to keep his spots as low as possible. The nice thing about Silk here is that triggering that double medium for some reason counts as countering his special attack twice, so it removes 2 spots instead of just 1. But anyway, he's almost dead here. I just need to bait this SP2. He's not throwing it immediately, but that's okay. I'm just waiting, and we're going to be fine because I just need to be careful. Except it actually doesn't even matter because we remove spots from countering a special attack. I was going to say I need to be careful because he's at 4 spots, but, you know, it was perfectly fine. So we took a little bit of hits there, but that's okay. It was my last Silk fight, so it wasn't that big a deal. And last up is Gorr on, I believe, node 50. This fight is always a piece of cake, usually. I'm going to mess up a little bit, but it's perfectly fine. It's Tigra versus Gorr. As long as I know that SP1 spacing, it's one of the easiest fights in the entire game. So I'm dashing back just in case that he somehow had recoils on, which would have triggered a regen immediately, and he has Vigorous Assault, right? That would have made him unblockable. I can't even remember what the nodes are in this fight for some reason. I got parried again. I'm just like, oh, sure, that's cool. But it's alright. I maybe shouldn't be dashing in immediately after my heavy because it is a little bit of a risky move, but it's what I did. I probably would try not to do that later. The war I'm currently in, I have a Gorr boss, so I'll try to make myself remember to not do that because of how risky it is, but anyway, yeah, so next video we'll be seeing a nice Gorr boss with Tigra, so that'll be fun. But this SP1 here, I don't know why I didn't throw it. It would have killed. Maybe I learned my lesson from Kindred, apparently, when it didn't even matter. Why didn't I just hold that SP1 in the Kindred fight? Okay, it's fine. What's in the past is in the past. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one.